Welcome back, guys, to another episode of One on One. I know I haven't been able to do these a lot more consistently, or as consistently as I would like. I actually took a vacation back to the motherland of Colombia. Had a great time. I feel super rejuvenated, super excited, and with that, let's just jump right into it. You guys know I'm an avid Lamar Jackson fan, huge Lamar Jackson fan. And we started off the season great, 2-0. And the last 2 weeks have been a very, very, very much a struggle. Um, we almost got away with that third game. We couldn't pull it through at the end against the Chiefs. Week 4, it did not happen. Did not work it out any better. Um, they got completely annihilated by the Browns with a total score of 40-25, and that 25 is kind of inflated at the end with a garbage time 50-yard touchdown, literally as the seconds ended. So by Willie Snead, by the way. So it really was not as close as it even appears. Lamar struggled mightily throwing the ball downfield. I know it says he only had 10 incompletions, but trust me, it appeared to be a lot more than that. Lamar finally gave up 2 picks, which he hadn't done in 700 something passes or something along those lines. One of which was a deep pass to Mark Andrews. The other one, I think it got tipped off of somebody. But overall, just a very, very just not efficient game from Lamar. He did rush, I believe it was nine carries for 66 right here with a long of 29. I wish they would have gotten more into that, but they were just trying to still run their same offense. They just weren't. They did not give up until late into the game with their game plan. Mark Ingram had 12 carries. Gus Edwards had 6. Mark Ingram busted it for 71 yards. The star of this game though was definitely Nick Chubb. He went for a buck 65 and 3 touchdowns with a long of an 88. So he busted out a long one. And they were just, the Ravens were just playing from behind the whole game, and ultimately that's not a recipe that Lamar's going to want to have every single game. He's definitely a quarterback in an offense that was designed and implemented in mind with playing with a lead. It's just that defense is looking really, really scary. The Ravens defense is looking really, really weak. They lost Weddle, they lost Suggs, they lost Mosley. They're missing leadership. They had a big scrum with I believe it was Marlon Humphrey and Odell who got into it, and at one point I believe Humphrey was actually choking Odell out, like physically choking him out. They don't have a video of it. And speaking of Odell, he was nowhere to be seen. 2 catches for 20 yards, so not the day that most expected from him. The Ravens, I believe, play. Let me see. They play the Bengals. Ooh, I lied to you guys. They play the Steelers next. That's gonna be at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's running off a high. They just won last night, Monday night. Um, let's see. Let's see. Next on the subject, we're gonna go ahead and dive into this Patriots and Bills game. Was a really good game. Right until halftime, the Patriots were up 13-0. So the Bills defense definitely came to play. It seemed like the Bills offense did not though. Josh Allen struggled heavily. 13 for 28, 153, 3 INTs. His counterpart Brady was not any better. 18 for 39, 150, and a pick. Frank Gore actually did have himself a day. 17 carries for 109. And Josh Allen actually didn't even finish the game because of a hit, which I really can't even blame the defender for. It's something that I would probably blame more of the offensive player, just because they lowered their helmet. Let me see if I can get it. Here we go. And that's tough. That's tough for me to blame the offensive player or the defensive player. Some people wanted them ejected. Their arguments, some of the Bills players were, if that was the other way around and it was Brady getting hit like that it would be a problem and it would probably be ejected. Ultimately, they only threw a flag there. We'll see if a suspension and or a fine comes from that. I'm not too sure. Going a little more in depth in this game, the Patriots are known for their, the spy gate, the deflate gate, all this extracurricular stuff. I found this interesting that that the Bills before game, Sean McDermott's their head coach, he had to escort Bill Belichick's son off the field during pregame warmups. So after both teams go outside to warm up, usually one team goes in first. So this at this point was the Patriots who went back in, and McDermott just happened to spot out two Patriots people who were just kind of hanging out. And here's the video of it, telling them to get out. And on first take, Eric McGean went ahead and went on and kind of shared a tidbit that the Patriots have always done this. If you were gonna be dumb enough to post and to show your actual real plays in the game that you were gonna run, they were gonna be smart enough to go outside and look at them. You know, he said that is something that's common practice. Not too sure of how that is or how that accurate that goes, but very interesting that the Patriots once again get caught into some other extracurricular stuff. Um, Next one is gonna be perfect. Next subject we're gonna talk about is Vontez Perfect. Very interesting. This guy has definitely had a past. Definitely has a checkered issues and things of that nature. These are his suspensions from an illegal hit in 2016, 3 games. Another illegal hit in 2017, 3 games. I think this one might have been the AB one, which I think kind of messed that guy up. And then the performance enhancement drugs 2018, 4 games. So that's a timeline and an idea of his history. And then we have this Sunday where we get this play, and we get that, and man, that's tough. I just one's a mistake, twice is an issue, 3 times it's a pattern. So now it's like, what is it? What are they to do? Can they really kick somebody out of the league permanently? I've seen we know they could do that. Not legally, but like how they did. Cap. But is it gonna be able to be done here? They suspended him for the rest of the year, so take that for what you want. And then the last subject I wanted to touch upon is something that's actually pretty special and pretty beautiful moment. And it's Teddy Bridgewater, man. The kid went out there and got his team a W. It obviously wasn't a pretty one. 23 for 30, 193 in a pick. Not the greatest game ever. But he was efficient. He worked. He got hit. He got banged up. It was just good to see him get up after all those hits. Especially knowing his history, being a first-round pick, destroying his knee, literally destroying it, tearing every single ligament, being told he probably wasn't even gonna walk. And to see him now being successful and to continuing and to be able to continue his career, it is great. This is why Teddy kind of made me a fan the other week. This was after he got his first W. And it's just a beautiful moment. You could tell that this young man is a humble young man. He's somebody who's obviously been through a lot. And just take a look at this, guys. And the emotions, the what he felt, like it's great, you know. And like he says, you just can't ever take anything for granted. And look how the team loves him. Look how they all come in and hug him and love him. That's it's great to see, man. It's literally just brings me joy. And with that, guys, I want to wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening and paying attention to everything that I'm doing. If you guys have any comments, concerns, issues, criticism, please feel free to let me know. This is my first time doing it with actual video to show you guys, and I posted it on YouTube as well. I used to just do it the SoundCloud way. I'm planning to do these every Tuesday, not to get that Monday morning quarterback feel. Always do it on a Tuesday, getting some time to reflect, building my research and analyst up, to be able to present it to you guys in an informational type of way. Really enjoyed it. Really had a lot of fun. Thank you guys, and peace.